Welcome to Ancestral part, where you gain clarity. We are going to look deeper into what people call spiritual husband and spiritual wife. The many misunderstandings that people have around spiritual husband and spiritual wife. What exactly is this experience? Where these spirits or these energies come from? So we are going to begin with number one, the many misconceptions, misunderstanding. Even me too. There was a time I used to think like this. Whenever you get those experiences like wet dream, when you sleep and a certain figure come to lay with you, sometimes when you wake up, you find out that you'd already wet your knicker. Sometimes you will feel tired, drained, confused, angry when you wake up because that thing it not really go well with you. So the thing irritates you. How come you slept and you woke up finding yourself drained with your come or your release? Most times I used to think that experience is spiritual husband and spiritual wife. So because of what I have had on TV where people they talk about them, immediately I get that experience, my mind go flashback to that spiritual husband or spiritual wife. So the second experience now, experience of relationship collapse. Most of the times you experience a situation where we say you go enter relationship and the relationship, even as you try your best, put in effort, do everything you can to sustain the relationship, commit, do everything. And maybe one thing just happen and the relationship break. And this has happened like 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So my mind before was, nah, spiritual husband, they cause this thing. Nothing anybody fit tell me. And I know many people also think like this. So the third misconception, misunderstanding people have around spiritual husband, the case of addiction. This is rarely talked about, but most of the times people, they blame the situation on spiritual husband. You find out, say, they attracted to your fellow man, your fellow woman. Sometimes they attracted to, do crazy things, drugs, alcohol. Most of the times people, they blame these addictions on that spiritual entity. They think that a man or woman is in the spiritual realm causing these things for them, making them to behave like this. I used to think like that too. So before I did think, saying a person they do this thing, not anybody fit tell me. A person they do them. That was my mindset. So these are the three major misunderstandings and misconceptions that people have around this spiritual entity called spiritual husband and spiritual wife. What is really happening is a deep energetic interaction and connection. Just like when somebody keeping Wi-Fi, for example, and that Wi-Fi is open, without the permission of the person who owns the Wi-Fi, you can use your phone to connect the Wi-Fi and use the person's internet without the person knowing. Waiting, don't enter my eye like this. I'm just giving you a typical example of what is happening in the spiritual realm. Just like, let me give you another typical example. Sometimes when you see plants, that plant is there. It's not only the water that feeds the plant. It's not only the sun that feeds the plant. It's not only the air that the flower or the plant is collecting that nourishes the plant. There are flies also that perch on the plant. Ants also climbs on the plant. Worms, all these things. Sometimes birds come and perch on the plant. So different things connect with the plant. Sometimes you go see butterfly go just waka, go come perch on the plant. Sometimes you go see other animals. They go just, sometimes you find out, sometimes you see a worm perching on the plant. Sometimes you see a millipede on the plant. So all these are energetic connections and interactions. Energies connect with you. They interact with you. This is part of your growth. It's not for bad. Just like many people think it is. It's not a dangerous thing. It's not there to kill you. It's not there to punish you. It's not a trap that they set for you. It's not enemies. It's not village people like many people think. It is there to help you grow. It is there to wake you up. It is there to push you back to the right path that you are supposed to walk. But the human mind sees it like marriage. that's the best way that the human mind can comprehend exactly what's going on. It's through that marriage structure. It's not that a spiritual man is in the spiritual realm marrying you. It's not that there is one spiritual entity that you belong to, where put ring for your hand and where they claim you. It's not that there is a spiritual wife somewhere that you have married to before, like many people think. These spirits don't connect with you for nothing. And they didn't just come from out of the blues to start connecting with you. They came from somewhere. They have a purpose. So where these spirits they come from? These spirits come from 4 different pathways. There are some you banish. And banishing it is not chasing away spirits, so like many people think. When our ancestors talked about banish spiritual husband and wife, it's not banishing a spiritual entity. It's creating and grounding yourself properly in order so that these spirits will not have access to your spiritual aura and your energy. There are some you recognize. Recognizing the pattern alone is what brings healing. So the 4 different roads that these spirits come from, different pathways. 4. Number 1, from your destiny map, from the path you are supposed to walk. Every human soul is like a pathway. It's like a road. And there are spirits that interact with the road you are walking on. So when you are in a specific road, they interact with you. Not because they are bad, not because they are coming to do something bad to you, but because you are walking on their own pathway. That's their own jurisdiction that you are operating. So they will interact with you. The second place that these spirits come from is your lineages. If there were certain unhealed wounds, patterns, or scars in that lineage, there is possibility you will inherit it too. So if that lineage is on a specific pathway and you are born into that lineage, inheriting those patterns, those spirits will interact with you. The third place that these spirits come from is from your relationships that you have entered in the past. Emotional interactions you have opened without proper closure. Rituals and appeasements you have done without understanding. Spiritual teachings you have done without grounding. Consultations that you have done that you have not done well. Meditations you have taken money from people to do that you didn't properly close. Interactions that you have had with people, you didn't properly close it. Quarrel where you don't enter with person, where you know settle well. Deep emotional connections you have had with people, you didn't close well. Boyfriend, girlfriend, where you don't do, where you don't forget. That wound is still open. That spiritual gate is still open. Until you close it intentionally, that's when it closes. You must be aware of it first and then close it intentionally. That's when that person's energy leaves you. The aim of closing these gates properly is so that that person's aura and energy will leave you. Some people, till date, they are still carrying the energies of people they have interacted with 20 years back. And these energies weigh on you, causing obstacles, stagnation, because you are not your original self. That's why once you are not your original self, things happen to you. The things that are meant for another person go happen to you because they carry that person energy. That's where people enter certain things and they don't come out. That's where certain things happen to people. So the fourth place that this spirit husband and spiritual wife come from is from your spiritual calling, for those who have spiritual calling. Ndi vu agwo. Kandiba say ekwe. If you are carrying agwo, or you have agwo, or niwa agwo, these spirits may likely interact with you. Once you are carrying a specific gift, a specific talent, a specific calling, these spirits interact with you. Reason is so that they can wake you up to your calling, so that they can wake you up to your talent, so that they can wake you up to your gift. That's why you see most people who have talent, they masturbate a lot. Most people who have talent, they lustful a lot. They addicted a lot. is to wake you up. So the spirits interact with you. We are going to go next to the next stage, specifically the one you are supposed to banish. Till today, you get some people wasted, they remember their first boyfriend for one specific reason or another. From time to time, that thought go come to your head. I remember this, my girlfriend. Oh, I miss that girl. Oh, she's a bit knack. I don't know whether you go don't get this kind of thought from time to time. It is a clear sign, say that door is still open. You never close them. So that person's energy is still revisiting you. That's why some people, they go break up and after a while, they go connect back. So those emotional wounds, those emotional loops, those connections are still wide open. That's why sometimes when you sleep, a certain figure will come lay with you. Because those energies that are not closed accumulate and becomes imprint on your spiritual energy. If you no cleanse them or close that door properly, it will become like stamp on your spiritual energy. They visit you. Now that one specifically, the moment you sleep and you wake up feeling drained, tired, experiencing wet dream, experiencing addiction, now that one they banish. You close your boundary, close your spiritual energy properly so that the spirit will not have access to you again. Many people, they misunderstand all this. And so they go to water, go perform ritual, do appeasement 100 times. And the thing still they happen. You they create more confusion. The moment you approach a certain spiritual sickness wrongly, you create more confusion in the spiritual realm. And this confusion follow you energetically. So in the subsequent video, we go discuss properly the spirits where you go banish and how you go take banish them, the items and the materials where you go use, the meaning, the time you are going to do it, the state of mind you need to be in, the meaning of the materials we are going to use. You need to understand all this properly before you now perform. Understanding comes first before performance. Understanding is like preparing your land well before planting the seed, which is the performance. Sit with it. No rush. No pressure. Take only what belongs to you. The one will not be your own. Leave am, make it go meet person we get am. I greet una. I see you again. Peace.